Hello, welcome to your yoga mat. Thanks for rolling it out today with me. Let's get started in Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together, knees butterfly open. I would suggest taking cactus arms on the earth because that really allows the chest to open up while the hips are opening here. Take a deep belly breath in. Open mouth, exhale it out. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose. Send it to the belly. Open mouth, exhale. And then settle into your deep Ujjayi breath. That's a heating breath through the nose, sending the breath all the way deep into the throat, through the lungs and into the belly. Feel the full belly expansion. And then allow that air to pass back up through the lungs, through the throat, and out the nose. With each breath, the body releases, relaxes, and the mind draws inward, letting go of whatever thoughts tend to be in your head today. Make that breath a little bit more audible, creating an ocean wave of sound for your mind to focus upon. And then draw the knees together. Knees come into the chest. Arms wrap around the shins. Lift the forehead to the knees, and we'll warm up our core right away here. Take a deep breath in and out. On this inhale, full body expansion, hovering the arms and legs over the earth. Exhale, come back into that tight little ball. Inhale, expand. Exhale, tight little ball. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Deep breath in. Exhale. Release, arms long at your sides, feet to the earth. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh, and then arms out to a T. Release the left knee and the sole of the right foot to the earth on the left side. Twisting to the left, gaze to the right. Return to center. Change sides, releasing right foot to the earth, crossing left ankle over that right thigh, and then twisting to the right, gazing to the left. Allow that left knee to push forward a little bit. And come back up to center. Draw the knees into the chest. Rock and roll 2 or 3 times and make your way to a cross-legged seated position. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the right. Really allow your spine to grow nice and tall. Feel the sit bones sink down as the torso reaches high. Finish off the pose by gazing over the right shoulder. Inhale, return to center, arms reach high. Exhale, twisting to the left. And again, feel the tailbone reaching down as the crown of the head reaches tall. Inhale, center, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Let the hips sink back as the fingertips walk forward a little bit more. It's a nice stretch for the hips. Lift back up. Recross the legs so the opposite leg is in front. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. And again, reach the hips in the opposite direction of the hands. Rise back up and make your way to a tabletop position. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips here. Inhale for a cow pose. Chin, chest lift, tailbone lifts. Feel the stretch in the belly. And then round the back to come into cat, sending the gaze to the belly button and really pushing the shoulder blades up to the sky. And then we'll take these poses one breath per movement. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round to come into cat. Inhale, lifting cow. Exhale, rounding for cat. One more time. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Come to a neutral spine. Send that left leg long behind you, toes on the earth. Spin the sole of the foot flat. Little bit of a diagonal with the right shin as the left arm reaches up to the sky for a variation of side plank. Really root into that left foot. Firm muscles of the left leg. Allow that left leg to stretch. And then you'll reach that left arm forward, palm faces down, rib cage is stretching here. Maybe you lift that foot to hip height, flexing the foot. Release it all down into a tabletop pose. Send the right leg long behind you. Hips are square and centered. Spin the sole of the foot flat. Little bit of a diagonal with that left shin. Right arm reaches to the sky. Root into the right foot. Right arm reaches forward, palm faces down, stretching out the rib cage. And then maybe lifting that right foot to hip height. Release it all into a tabletop pose. Turn the fingers so that they face the knees, stretching out the forearms here. Maybe a little bit of a bend to the elbows, and then straightening once again. And we'll flip the hands back around. This time, bring the top of the right hand to the earth. Fingers point toward the knee. And release that side. Change to the left hand. Top of the hand comes to the earth. Wrist is forward, fingers to the knees. Breathe into this stretch. And then release, walking the hands forward, tucking the toes under. Lift the hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to wave it forward to a high plank. Lift that right foot just 1 or 2 inches off of the earth. Keep the hips square and steady. Lower that foot, change sides, lifting the left foot 1 or 2 inches off of the earth. Draw the belly in, push the earth away. And release, draw the right knee forward. Step it back. Left knee draws forward. step it back. Right knee to left elbow, step back. Left knee to right elbow, step it back. Lower all the way down to the belly. Arms reach forward, pinkies on the earth, elbows are lifted. Cactus the arms, hovering the elbows and hands over the earth. Root down into the tops of the feet. Let the hands reach toward the feet, lifting the chin and chest a little bit higher. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lower it down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees, push up to a high plank, or come to the knees in a tabletop. Send the hips high to the sky. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Bend the knees deeply, flat tabletop back. Crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root down to rise tall, Tadasana, mountain pose. Release that left hand to your thigh. Right arm reaches a little bit taller. Draw the belly in and then lean on over to the left. Walking that left hand down the leg, root into your right foot. And then send your gaze up to the sky. Inhale to come to center. Exhale, releasing right hand to your right side body. Inhale, left arm reaches tall. Exhale to hinge over to the right. Walking the hand a little bit further down the leg. Gaze up. Inhale to return to center. Exhale, hands to heart center, gazing over the fingertips, closing the eyes. Lift the knees and thighs as you draw the belly in and soften the shoulders. We'll take a cycle of breath here in gratitude for someone or something in your day today. And a cycle of breath in forgiveness of yourself or of another. And a cycle of breath to set an intention for today's practice. I am, and fill in that blank with something that you need on and off the mat. I am strong. I am happy. I am brave. Whatever it is that you need today. Release your arms to your sides, palms face forward, opening the eyes. Starting with some sun A's. Inhale, arms to the sky, Tadasana. Exhale, hinging forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lift halfway, bending the knees. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Pause here, draw the belly in, push the shoulder blades up to the sky, so you're pushing the earth away. Firm legs, knees are lifting. Shift your weight forward, face forward. Bend the elbows to the back of the room. Lower just halfway to the height of the elbows. Inhale through, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Today might be a day where you come to the knees for your sun A's. Listen to your body and take the poses that you need today. On an exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, Tadasana, reach to the sky. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping it back. High plank, shift the weight forward, lower halfway. Elbows hug the rib cage. Inhale through, upward facing dog. Exhale it back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, come to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise tall, Tadasana. One more, Sane. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale to the top of the mat. Maybe this time you hop to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise tall, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, cactus the arms, a little bit of a back bend. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back, low lunge. Go ahead and airplane the arms. Root down into that right heel. Draw the right hip in, and then find length in the spine. Left hand releases to the earth, low lunge twist. As you gaze up, see if you can line up your chin with your shoulder. Hand releases to the earth, spin the back heel down, rise up, warrior one. Palms face one another here, shoulders soften, and then root into the heel of your left foot to really feel a stretch in that calf muscle. Airplane the arms, reaching crown of the head forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and come into a full airplane. Lifting the back leg to hip height. Gaze is up. Think upward dog chest here. Inhale, step forward, Tadasana. Exhale, little back bend here. Goal post the arms. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale to fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale to step the right foot back, low lunge. Root into that left foot. Draw the left hip in, airplane the arms. Really reach those fingertips away from the crown of the head. Draw the belly in. Long spine as you release the right hand to the earth. Left arm to the sky. Low lunge twist. Seeing if you can line up your chin with your shoulder. And if that's not for you today, then just gaze to the side. Top hand releases to the earth, spin the back heel down, rise up, warrior one, but push down into the left heel to really feel the strength of that left leg. Notice where there's tension in the body and see if you can release the shoulders, the jaw. Those are common places where tension will all of a sudden lurk. Airplane the arms, reaching the fingertips back, crown of the head forward. Draw that left hip in and make your way to a full airplane pose, straightening the left leg as you lift the right leg. Upward dog chest. Gaze is about 4 to 5 feet in front of you. Stepping it forward, Tadasana, arms to the sky. Exhale, take that little bit of a back bend. Reach to the sky, Tadasana. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. If you have a block, grab that block. Separate your feet and bring the block between the thighs. We'll take chair pose with the block today. Arms to the sky as you sink the hips down, shifting weight into the heels. So we squeeze into the block. It gives the knees a little bit of a release and reminds us to use our leg muscles. Right hand comes to the hip. Inhale, reach the left arm taller to find length in the left side body. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring the palms together at heart center here. Let the hips drop a little bit lower. Heart lifts. Lift the inner ankle. Right hand returns to the hip. Send your gaze down. Left hand takes the block and brings it to the earth. We're coming to a revolved half moon. Shift your weight into the right foot. Lift the left leg behind you. Turn the heart to the right. And then finish off the pose by reaching the right arm to the sky. Push the earth away with your standing leg. Top hand to the earth, standing splits. You can set that block off to the side a bit, or even use it for your hands here. Lowering the crown of the head as the leg lifts. Lift the gaze, bend the front knee, step the left foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. Inhale, arms reach to the sky, crescent lunge. Back leg is nice and firm, knee lifts. Inhale, lengthen out the torso, reach the fingertips tall. Exhale, twist to the right. Nice tall twist. Right arm reaches back, left arm forward. Draw the belly in to support you as you squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale, return to crescent lunge. Let's eagle the arms here. Left arm comes underneath the right. Left fingertips inside the right palms. And then shoot it forward. Warrior 3, eagle arms. You'll hinge forward with the torso first. And then come into that leg lift. Left leg is lifted. Slowly moving your gaze steady on one line. Make your way to eagle pose. It's okay if you touch down, wrapping that left leg over the right thigh. It's a tough transition. Really builds your strength and your balance. Release, Tadasana. Hands come to heart center. We'll take tree pose to open up that hip a little bit. Lift the right knee. Send it off to the side. Sole of the foot comes to the left leg. Push that left leg into the foot. Stay with hands at heart center or reach them to the sky. Hands return to heart center. Release the right foot to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale to fold. Grab that block, separate the feet, hip distance apart, and then bring that block between the thighs, sinking into a chair pose. Hips sink back, shift weight into the heels, and lift the inner, why can't I speak today? Lift the inner arch as well as the ankles. There you go. Left hand comes to the hip, right arm reaches. Exhale, twist to the left. Bring palms together at heart center. Sink the hips a little bit lower, lift the heart. Squeeze into the black. Left hand comes back to the hip. Gaze down. Take the right hand, grab the block. Set it in front of you, about a foot in front of you and a little off to the right. Straighten the left leg as you reach the right leg behind you for a revolved half moon. You'll twist the right rib cage toward the left, and then the left arm reaches up to the sky. Release top hand to the earth, standing splits. Letting the crown of the head release down as that right leg lifts. Lift the gaze, bend the front knee, step the right foot back, low lunge. Root into that left heel, stacking knee over ankle, rise up, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Arms reach to the sky. Think about stepping that right heel, that back heel, right into a wall. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. So that back heel is lifted. Your gaze might go to the back thumb. Inhale to return to crescent lunge. We'll eagle up here, right arm under the left. Lifting elbows, hinge forward, and come into warrior three, eagle arms. Lift that back leg, find the strength in that left leg. And then ever so slowly, make your way to eagle pose. Come to stand, wrap that right leg over the left thigh, and then sink into a chair. Squeeze those inner thighs a little bit tighter. Set your drishti right between the forearms. And release, inhaling to Tadasana. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Rooting to the right foot. Tree pose, lifting the left knee. Sending it off to the side, bringing the sole of the foot to the standing leg. Whew. There we go. Remember that you are drawing that right hip in, lengthening out the side body, maybe reaching the arms to the sky, lifting the chin, or sending the gaze high. Hands return to heart center. Release that foot to the earth. Inhale, Tadasana, arms reach tall. Exhale, hinge forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. We'll take some mountain climber crunches here. Right knee draws forward, step it back. Left knee comes forward, step it back. 7 more. And 6. You've got this. 5. Keep alternating. 4. 3. 2. 1. High plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Take 3 more cycles of breath here. Inhale, right leg lifts. Use the inner thigh to lift that leg. Exhale, draw the knee forward. Step it forward. Spin the back foot flat. Rise up, warrior 2. Front knee stacks over the ankle, tracks toward the pinky toe side of the foot. Belly draws in to support the low back. Notice that this is a nice hip opener as the thighs spin toward your backside. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, right forearm to thigh. Left fingertips reach forward, palm faces down. Root into the knife edge of the left foot. Feel the stretch in the side body. Be curious, how long can you make your left side? Reach the right arm forward. Breathe a little bit deeper. Spin that heart up. Inhale, 5 pointed star. Toes point out, gaze up, arms stretch. Exhale to come into goddess, bending the knees, shifting the weight into the pinky toe side of the foot. Settling in here, drawing those body muscles up, opening up the knees a little bit more. Two more cycles of breath. You've got this. Inhale, 5 pointed star. Exhale, return to warrior 2. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Right arms reach into the sky, left hand down the back leg, or maybe you take a half bind and bring that arm behind the back today. One more deep breath in for length. Exhale, hands down to the earth. Stepping it back, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale to step it forward. Draw the knee up first and then step forward. Spin that back foot flat. Rise up, warrior 2. Allow the hips to open by spinning the thighs to the backside. See if you can center your shoulders right over your hips. Not reaching too far into the future, not reaching too far back. Another deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, right arms reaching forward, palm faces down, but spin the sternum to sky. And be curious on this side, how long can you make your right side body? Keep pushing down into your left heel as opposed to forward into the ball of the foot. Left arm reaches forward. Inhale, 5-pointed star. This time, toes point inward. Hands can come to the hips. Squeeze the elbows together behind you. Gaze up. Exhale to hinge into Prasarita. Hands come underneath the head. Shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Maybe you come all the way down to the forearms or walk your hands through to the opposite side of the mat. Come back to tall arms. Walk the feet a little bit closer together. Slight bend to the knees. Reach the hips back as you bring the hands to the hips. Rise back up. Arms reach to the sky. 5-pointed star. Exhale, return to warrior 2. Left toes point forward. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Maybe it's a half bind with that right arm on this side. Check in with your front knee, stack it over the ankle. One more deep breath in for length. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step it back, high plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Walk the feet up to the hands. Come to seated. We are going to take cow face pose here. So cross the right knee over the left knee. Feet are at your sides. You can start with your hands on the feet like they're handlebars. And just feel that right hip in particular sink down. Sometimes we sit and we lift that hip up. So see if you can release the right hip and butt cheek to the earth. And then we'll take the arms. Left arm reaches off to the side. Palm faces back, thumb is down. Bend the elbow, bring that hand behind the back, and then walk it up between the shoulder blades if you can. Right arm reaches to the sky, palm faces forward. Bend the elbow and release that hand behind the back as well. Some of you may be able to bring the fingers together. Elbows open up and reach in opposite directions. Stick with your deep inhale and your slow exhale. Slowly release and come into boat pose. So you'll shift your weight into the sit bones, reach the legs up to the sky, lift the chest, arms are reaching forward, but the armpits sink toward earth. Draw the low belly in. 2 more cycles of breath. You've got this. And cow face, opposite side. Cross the left knee over the right knee. Start by reaching for those feet as though they are handlebars. Shift your weight around so that that left hip and butt can release down to the earth. Right arm goes off to the side, palm faces back, thumb down. Bend that elbow, bring the hand behind the back and up between the shoulder blades. Left arm reaches to the sky, palm faces forward. Bend the elbow, bring that hand behind the back. And you may find that on one side your fingertips reach and on the other side they don't, and that's okay. The body is not always symmetric that way. Maybe close your eyes and listen to your breath, allowing the body to release tension in this pose, even though all you might be feeling is tension. Slowly release. Send your legs out in front of you. Arms reach to the sky. Flex the feet, maybe a little bit of a bend with the knees. Draw the belly in. Lead with the chest and hinge forward. Your hands might reach all the way for your feet. They may fall right at the shins or on the knees. Take the pose that suits you. Try to keep a nice long spine, reaching the crown of the head and the forehead forward to the toes. Slowly rise back up and come on to your back for a bridge pose. Feet come in toward the sit bones. Start with the arms long at your sides and tuck the shoulders under a little bit. Feet are about hip distance apart. Bend the elbows, robot the arms so you can push into the upper arms, tucking the shoulders a little bit more. Draw the belly in. Feel the pelvis actually tilt and then lift the hips. Bridge pose. Now here you might just breathe into the chest. A little bit more shallow breathing allows the belly to draw in to support the back and the thigh muscles here as you push down into the earth with your feet as well as the shoulders and the upper arms. One vertebrae at a time. Lower it down to the earth. Separate the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Arms can come to cactus arms on the earth. Release the knees over to the right. Maybe the gaze stays straight up to the sky, or it can release over to the left. Knees come back to center. Maybe you lift the hips just to realign the spine a little bit here, and then allow the knees to release to the left, gazing to the right. Knees come back to center. Sole of the left foot is on the earth. Send the right leg straight up to the sky. Reach for the outside of the leg with the left hand. Draw that leg across the body. Keep the hips down on the earth. so that you actually feel a stretch in the IT band that's along the outside of the right thigh. Keep that right hip down. If you've lifted the hip, you've drawn the leg too far over to the left. Bring that leg back to center. Stretch the left leg long. Reach for the sole of the foot with both hands. Half happy baby. So that right leg is bent and the thigh is right next to the rib cage. Slowly release that and bring the sole of the right foot to the earth. Left leg reaches straight up to the sky. Left arm can go out to a T. Right hand reaches for the outside of the left leg. Feel the hips sink down into the earth first. Maybe even roll a little bit over to that left hip. And then draw the leg across the body. Probably only 2 or 3 inches, if even. Keep the foot flexed. Leg comes to center. Right leg reaches long. Bend the left knee. Reach for the sole of the foot with both hands. Half happy baby here. Slowly release that. Draw the knees into the chest, giving yourself a squeeze. Maybe rolling in one direction a few times, and then in the opposite direction. Nice release for the low back. Good work. Keep the right leg bent in. Release the left leg long for a supine twist. Drawing that right knee over to the left. Twisting to the left. Hips and gaze go to the right. Come to center. Give yourself another squeeze. Right leg goes long. Draw the left knee over to the right. Hips to the left and gaze to the left. Come back to center. Knees come into the chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Reach for the soles of their feet. Draw the forehead up to the knees. And release into Shavasana, corpse pose, final resting pose. Legs are at a slight V from the body. Arms are open up enough that the armpits can breathe. See if you can relax enough that the heels sink into the earth. Let the muscles surrounding the knees soften. The pelvic floor release. Feel the upper arms melt into the mat. And notice if there's any tension in the fingertips and thumbs, and let go. Soften the neck and the jaw. Let there be space between the teeth. Let the eyes soften. And release your Ujjayi breath, returning to your natural inhale and exhale. Taking a few moments here to simply be and know that that is enough in this moment. You are enough. Stay here if you would like, or find a little movement, head side to side. Full body extension as you reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath in and arch the back. Exhaling as you roll to your right, bending the knees, coming into a fetal position, giving yourself a chance for a new beginning in this moment, right here, right now. And we'll rise up to Sukhasana, a cross-legged seated position. Hands draw into heart center. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale it out. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, thumbs to third eye center. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Bowing forward. Namaste.